lay bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo, pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo, pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today we start the new season with an AFC West Division battle right out of the gate between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the kicker, Aldrick Rosas, ready to get us going. And we are underway in Southern California. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. First play, Bridgewater looking to throw. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Play action. It's Bridgewater. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Bridgewater to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's third down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
On third down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now the second-year man from Louisiana, here's Elijah Mitchell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Here's Carr. To the right side, and I think the ball's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, But this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
Green, the tight end, in motion. Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. And this one is incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and he came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Second and 10 now from the 27. The man in motion is Brown. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. This one caught by Kittle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Williams. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Williams again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Calling no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Williams. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Myers' kick is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Makes the score Raiders 10, Chargers nothing.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 15.
The Charger drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is just taking me for a doctor. But thank you, Dr. Dance. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Carr to throw. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Carr now on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it first and 10. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second
and the slot man goes in motion left. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And some space here. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 8. 50 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Javonte Williams, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes our score 17-0.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 17-0 our score after 1.
Chargers, nothing.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. In his own end zone, it's Carr. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Agnew now to return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, Williams. And he'll snag about 5 yards down in the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. Touchdown Raiders. Deshaun Jackson, 32 yards. And the Raiders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the route is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. From the gun, it's Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Carr. And this complete to Mitchell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. That pass complete to Moore. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Chargers. Elijah Moore, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Chargers get a bit closer. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make it 24-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 81 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking at mid-season form here in the opener. An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. To throw is Bridgewater. Williams brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work. Midfield.
A gain of 22 yards.
This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. Byron Murphy there on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Samuel. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Carr going to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
From midfield, here's Carr. Got his target, Samuel. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Rosas' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now. Carr. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Carr completes it, and he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Slot man moves right. On play action, now Carr. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a play fake. Carr. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. Now Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. It's caught. Mitchell. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Carr again. And he's got it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Mitchell will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play. Our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though and he fires one that's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard. At the 6-yard line.
On second down, here's Mitchell. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime mix had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Second down and goal. Carr steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. They'll try to run with Mitchell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Elijah Mitchell. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers use the short field to get in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Steps away. On Bridgewater, intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Carr now on third and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he's fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Raiders take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. There's some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. And this is caught. It's Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run it again with Williams. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. To throw, Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run it with Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he can get out of the backfield. Third and goal for Bridgewater. Toward the pylon, caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, you know me pretty well now. You know what I wanted to do after that completed pass. 4th down, down by 3. What do I want to do here?
You want to go for it. You might be tempted. I think they need to kick it.
Yeah, someone might have to overrule me. Get the kicker out there, tie this game up.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Carr. Open man is Samuel, complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
And the Las Vegas First down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Now a toss left side. It's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Now Bridgewater. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown. Deshaun Jackson. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Carr. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
A solid stiff arm. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Now Carr. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Carr. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Throwing his Carr. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Carr to throw. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for them here.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week one. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better. And